Fred and Steve Steakhouse is the place for 3 for $30 dinner specials, appetizer, entree with side and dessert for one great price.
This research for Fred and myself started 10 years ago when we started eating together. We've been all over the country, and of course we're big steak guys, and any town we go to, we've been everywhere. We go try to find the best steakhouse.
You know, developing something that we are at the inception of, you know, something that we truly have more experience in than anyone else. We eat more meat than anybody on the, I mean, I eat steak 8 times a week, I'm serious. When I was playing football, my playing weight was 305 pounds. I was 9% body fat because I was eating meat. So we've developed, myself and Steve, developed this, you know, tremendous amount of knowledge about eating steaks.
So when it came to us to start talking about a steakhouse, the first thing that we realized is that the people here were talking about a very high-end affair. They weren't talking about some place where you slap a steak on a grill and throw it out at the customer. They were talking about as good as you can possibly get. And once we started thinking like that, then the ideas started swirling. We started coming up with the signature meals and the type of atmosphere that we wanted, and it seemed like everything that we thought was almost pre-thought already by the people here. They've seemed to have almost every angle covered, and it's been just such a smooth process. It's been great.
Do the dry age before the chicken. The very last of the steaks going to be the dry age.
Right now I'm boiling the potatoes for our special cheddar mashed potatoes, garlic mashed potatoes, and potatoes with sauteed onions. Today I'm going to prepare probably about 70 pounds of meat, easily. Decision is made whether the steak is too tall, too small, too thin, too thick, time frame, things like that. But we pretty much have a spectrum of exactly what we need to do. We just want to make sure that everybody's on the same page.
Do you want to start at the fillet, or what do you want to do?
I would probably like to start with the fillet, which we have a 10-ounce fillet, which is our smaller fillet, and we also have a 14-ounce fillet.
One of the greatest experiences Steve and I had was the food tasting. You know, we've eaten at steakhouses all over the country, and when they had the idea to go with Fred and Steve and I did more research, which is very difficult for us.
In the bread basket, we have a pecan cranberry, a pugliese, a Asiago, fresh roasted pepper. This is parsley, oregano.
They laid the food out, and they want us to try the different cuts of beef from all different companies. You know, from the aged dried steak to the cowboy steak, the premium, the filet mignon, the sirloin, the veal, and we spent hours eating. Go figure, right? And the food was. Once we settled on the steaks, they are the best. And I'm not just saying that. I'm a fat guy that likes to eat. And the steaks we picked are the best steaks we've ever eaten anywhere. And that was one of the big things about it. If our name's going to be on it, the food served is going to be the best. And that we took, how many times we tried? Dozens and dozens of different steaks, and we settled on this, and it is the best. Trust me, best steak you'll ever eat.
Anyone want to eat the bone?
Good business model, first off, is service and quality of food. You put those two together, and you're going to have a winning combination, first off. The second part of that is we are entirely too involved to just slap our names on somewhere and just say, okay, go ahead, run it and get it over with. We were there from the get-go. We were there from the design phase. We picked out the steak knives, the silverware, the glassware, the food, interviewed the people. Nice to see you. How are you? I'm Steve. My pleasure. Kim, nice to see you. How are you?
These two gentlemen have been defined by what they've done on the football field. Fred SMERLAS is a 5-time All-Pro. Steve DEOSSIE played for Dallas Cowboys, the New York Football Giants, the New England Patriots, and a brief stint with the New York Jets. To define these two gentlemen just by football would be wrong. They are extraordinary business people. They're on television and radio 7 days a week, 365 days a year. They are personalities. The gentleman that is bringing sexy back, Mr. Fred SMERLAS. and the gentleman who is the original Big Sexy, Steve DEOSSIE.
There's an incredible level of professionalism. There's so many people that are so good at what they do that it forced us to up our game a little bit. We came in here, now all of a sudden we had to say, okay, hey, this isn't just some little steakhouse. This isn't just a place you can go and get a quick steak and run around and not think about it. This is high end as it's going to get.
We're not just guys that have pictures on the wall. We've been involved from the nail on the floor to the last light bulb in the fixtures. And we're going to be there trying to make this thing happen. And we want more steakhouses. You know, we want to have a whole bunch of them. We're going to knock Schuler's ass right out of the ballpark.
That's right.
You know, get the hell out of Providence. This is our territory.
That's right.
Right?
We came in from the ground level and started from scratch, and that was the biggest thing. We wanted to do something that we thought was better than anything we'd ever seen, and we've been to every major steakhouse in the country, so that was our goal from the get-go.
And if you're really hungry and you want the best meal in town,
Right.
where do you go?
Fred and Steve Steakhouse. Big, juicy steaks, side orders, and make your mouth water.